How many of you have bent over to pick something from the floor and realize that your waist have locked? How many of you have waken up from bed and realize that you can't stand up all by yourself? You need to hold a wall or you need to call somebody to come and help you stand up. That is what most of us call waist pain, or sisimuyare. My people call it alividor. Now, let me tell you something interesting about waist pain that most of you believe is true, but it's never true. Most of our parents think that waist pain is caused by phlegms, and so they have transcended that knowledge onto us. But listen to this. When you go to your kitchen and then you could prepare your contumely stew with red oil on top of it. When you prepare the contumely stew and you leave it in your kitchen, do you go to your bedroom and find that contumely with the pot in your bedroom? No, you don't find that, because when you prepare something in your kitchen and you leave it in your kitchen, contumely pot doesn't have legs for it to walk and you go and find it inside your bedroom. That is the same thing that applies to phlegms. When phlegms are produced in two places in your body, either in your digestive tract or inside your chest. Those are the only two places that phlegms are being produced. Now, when phlegms are produced over there or when phlegms are produced in those two places, it doesn't have leg to walk from that place to your waist. So, my dear, phlegms doesn't cause waist pain. So, when you go to the market and they are selling medicine for you, they tell you that this medicine will make you bring out all the phlegms from your waist and it's going to reduce the pain. Those medicines don't bring out phlegms from your waist. The phlegms that come out that you see in your shit is coming out from your digestive tract. Now let me tell you how those medicines that you buy work. Those medicines that you buy contain an anti-inflammatory product. So you buy the medicine, you bring out the phlegms, and so for that 2 days that you've taken that medicine, that anti-inflammatory part inside the medicine is going to deal with the waist pain. So you think that is the thing that is working. Meanwhile, it is not directly treating what is causing the waist pain, but it is rather reducing just the pain signal. Now let me say this before we move on. Most of us are always in a rush to take away pain from our body because we see pain as the enemy. Meanwhile, pain is one thing that God has done to us. God has given us a property that God has given us so that when we have a problem, that pain is going to tell us that there is something wrong with this part of your body, so go check it out. But we don't find the cause or whatever that is causing the pain. We only find solution to take away the pain. That is the only thing that we do. And that is what the medicine sellers that sell medicine for you, that you bring out amamine from your waist. That is the property inside their medicine. The property inside their medicine is an anti-inflammatory. So you bring out the phlegm pepper, and then that anti-inflammatory is going to take away the pain for some time. And then it will come back or bounce back again. So you realize that you take the medicine for some time, the pain will go, and then after some time it will come back again. That is exactly how it is. Look at it like this. If you have a child who is, or a baby who is crying, do you get to the baby and use plaster to cover the baby's mouth that you like crying too much? No, that's not what you do. You look around the baby to find out whether there is some ant, whether there is something. You find out exactly what is making the baby to cry, whether they are hungry, and then you find solution to that for the baby to stop crying. You don't use plaster to cover the baby's mouth and say you like crying too much. And so because of that, today I'm going to teach you about waist pain, and I'm going to teach you exactly what causes the waist pain, and I'm going to teach you how you can find solution to those exact causes. Do you get it? I'm going to teach you about the waist pain, what brings about the waist pain, the things that causes it, and I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do to take away those waist pain. And before we go into the video, you already know my name. My name is Mr. Madugu. If you don't know that name, then you are late behind. Now listen very carefully. Make sure you like this video. Hit that like video before we go into the video, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel. Most of you think that when you subscribe to the channel, they are going to take money from you. Last time I was talking to somebody and the person was like, if they subscribe to my channel, they are going to take money from them, so because of that they will not subscribe. No, don't do that. When you hit that YouTube subscribe button, you don't pay any money for it. The only reason why that subscribe button is there is that when you hit on it, it's going to tell YouTube that you have watched my video and then you like my video. So next time when I post, they are going to recommend my video to you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that when I drop every single day that you meet me, you will learn something new. And yes, share this video to your family. Let it pass through you that they will know Mr. Madugu. Because when you go and watch all your entertainment things, by the time you come back, I have something that is going to keep you away from the hospital, and you're always going to learn it from this channel. Now let's go into the video. The first thing, or the number one thing that causes muscle pain, is how you use your muscles. Most of us overuse our muscles and we don't even have time to rest them. Now look at this. When it's Sunday in your house and your father or your family decides that they are going to eat fufu, and then you are the person that is going to pound, when you start pounding the fufu, do you feel pain? No. But when you finish pounding your father's own, you pound your mother's own. By the time you get to your siblings' own, that is when you start feeling pain inside your arm. That is the exact meaning that your muscles have now started stretching, or they have started being overused. When you started using them, no problem. But when they start to overstretch, when they start to get overused, that is when you go to start feeling the pain. Now, some of you overuse these muscles and you don't even rest them well. Somebody is going to tell me that after they finish their day work, they go to bed and then they rest. There is difference between sleeping and resting. Some of you, the mattress that you sleep on, there is hole in the middle of the mattress. You sleep on a mattress that the middle is too soft, so the middle have become a valley. It have done like a valley. You rest and then your spine is in more trouble. Your spine is supposed to be kept in a straight line, not in a curved shape. The way some of you lie down is wrong, totally, completely wrong. That is some of the reasons that you wake up in the morning and you start feeling more serious back pain. You wake up in the morning, you want to pick something from the floor, you cannot stand up back. Those are the reasons why you start feeling those pains. Number two is posture. How you sit down, how you lie down, how you stand, what you do. If you are somebody who your work requires you to sit down for a very long time, if you sit down and you are sitting down without a back support, so some of you sit on benches without a back support, what do you think is going to happen? You are going to sit down with a hunchback because there is no back support. So let me ask you this question. Why is it that when you carry something on your head, you don't bend your head with a thing on your head like this? You rather make your head straight. Why do you do that? You do that because you want to keep the thing in support. That is the same thing that happens to your spine. There is a bone at your back. That bone is responsible for your support or holding your upper body up. Now, if you decide to bend yourself, you are putting pressure on those bones at the down there. So because of that, you continue to feel a lot of pain at your back. So sitting in a bad posture, sitting with your head bent, holding your phone, sitting with no back support, those are simple things that are going to make your back to ache too much. Some of you sit down and then you chant to one side like this. Let me tell you what you are doing. You see those people that their legs are like this. You realize that most of the time their shoes have the other side, one side of it, half of it, that is where wears and tears off. That is the same thing that you are doing to your body. If you sit down and then you turn to one side like this, most of the time, this is how you position yourself. What you are doing is that you are distorting the normal stature or the normal way that your spine is supposed to be. So at the end of the day, one side of your spine is going to ray, and when that one side of your spine ray, that is when you start feeling the pain. So that is the cause of the pain. Another thing that can cause back pain is internal factors, and these internal factors are very serious, and I need you to take these ones very serious. These ones are not one of those things that you're going to treat in your house with hot water and shea butter. When you have kidney problems, so when you have a kidney failure, when you have a kidney infection, when you have a kidney stone, those things can cause back pain, and those kind of pains, you feel it at your lower back over here. So at this part of your body over here, that is when you are going to feel it, or over here. So it can either be on your left or on your right because you have two kidneys. So depending on which part of your kidney is affected, you can have those kind of pains at your back, and those kind of pains are very, very, very painful. Then when you start to feel those kind of pains, those are not the kind of pains that you need to treat with shea butter and hot water inside your house. Those are the kind of pains that you need to take to the hospital and you need to check it out. If you're a woman with menstrual pain, you have menstrual pain and then you start feeling pain at this part of your body, fibroid can also cause those kind of pain at this part of your body. So if you have those kind of pain consistently and you realize that you are not the kind of person that do strenuous activities with your muscles, you are not the kind of person that sleep in a bad posture. I'm going to talk about the posture that you're supposed to sleep in. You're not the kind of person that puts your body in a bad posture, and you're having those kind of pains, then it means that there are certain factors in place that you need to go check out. That is one: kidney infection, kidney failure, a kidney stone. It can be fibroid, it can be menstrual pain, it can be endometriosis, it can be a lot of things that can cause those kind of pains over there. So yeah, as for those ones, you need to take it serious, go to the hospital and check it out. It is very, very important. Now let me tell you exactly what you are supposed to do to take those kind of pain away from your back. But before we go into that, if you have watched the video to this point, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and then make sure you like the video, share it to your family, share it to that loved one, make it pass through you that your loved one or your family is going to meet Mr. Madugu, so that when they go and watch their kakalika, at the end of the day, they will come back to this class and learn something very good something very important that is going to keep them away from the hospital. Now let's go into it. Number one thing that you're supposed to do to take away your waist pain is what we call posture correction. Listen very carefully. If you are sitting down, you need to sit down in a straight line with your back supported. If you are sitting down, make sure your head is upright. If you are sitting down and you want to use your phone, raise your phone to your eye level and then use. Don't put the phone in this direction and then bend your head on the phone to use. You need to put the phone on your eye level. Make sure you see directly on the screen. Don't bend your head. Don't put yourself in a situation where you are supposed to bend your head. If you bend your head, it's like you are carrying something on your head and then you have bent your head. That thing is going to pour, or at the end of the day, you end up breaking your own neck. So make sure you sit up straight, like the way when you carry something on your head, you put your head straight. Number two is don't overstrain your muscles. Don't overpound the fufu. If you pound mother's own, you pound father's own. Make sure another person come and pound siblings own. I'm not saying that is not a direct thing that I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is that don't overuse your muscles. If you realize that today's work is enough, just stop. Don't overuse your muscles. There are a lot of people that I've met especially when I completed school earlier on. These people goes to work and then they do some kind of work. They will come back, and then the pain that they go through, they'll use almost half of the money that they have earned from the work to buy medicine. And at times I ask them that, so what is the reason why you try to work? Is it because you want people to know that you're also working, or is it because there is no other work for you to do? Because there are some works over there that people do that at the end of the day they end up wasting their money. They end up using the money on medicine, and then it is not fair. Yeah, it is very, very frustrating. You can go to work, you come back, and at the end of the day, the work that you have done, the money that you've gotten, you use half of it, almost everything, to buy medicine. So what's the essence of the work? We work because we want to get something to eat and get something to pack for ourselves that we are going to use on rainy days. So if you are using your rainy day money to buy medicine, there is no essence of doing that work. I'm not saying you should not work, but there are some works there you need to pay attention to it. If you realize that this work is not helping me, this work is taking more than it's required, then you need to change it. Okay, you need to do something about it. The next thing that you are supposed to do is to check your mattress. If you are one of those people that your mattress has a valley V inside, a kosombo dam in the middle, there is a hole in the middle is so soft, please, you need to change your mattress. Now all those that sell mattress, make sure you come and let's make adverts. Let's give them good mattress, not the poor mattress. If you know your mattress is not good, don't bring it here. I'm not going to do the advert for you. Give us the proper mattress and then we are going to make the adverts. Yes, bring proper mattress, buy proper mattress, use something that is simple. Even if you will not be able to change your mattress, you can put a board under that part of the mattress. When you put a board, it's going to make that place straight and hard. So at the end of the day, it tends to reduce that softness. The reason why you need a hard mattress is because when you lie down, your body is supposed to be in a straight line. Okay, so if you are lying down supine, your body is supposed to be in a straight line so that your spine can also be in a straight line. If your spine is not in a straight line, it's crooked. When one side turns to one side, you are hurting the part that has turned. So at the end of the day, you wake up and then you have a lot of pain inside your body. I've made a video that I've talked about sleep position. I'm going to tag it so you can go watch it and know how you are supposed to position yourself. Another thing that you should know is to make sure you don't put yourself in bad postures. Don't sit and turn to one side like this. You are going to hurt one side of your spine. You are going to hurt one side of your muscles. So make sure you sit in a straight line. Make sure you don't bend over your head like we've already talked about. Make sure you put yourself in a straight line. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is using heat compress. If you're having a waist pain, at times it can come as a result of straining of the muscles or tensing of the muscle, and most of the time this one comes when the weather is cold. Now if you're having these tense muscles, what you need to do is to take hot water, put towel inside and use it on that part of your muscles. Okay, use it on your back. So at the end of the day, it's going to relax the muscles. That is what heat does. The heat is going to relax the muscles and makes the muscles become softer. So at the end of the day, when the muscles release, that tensity comes out of it, then the pain is going to go away. Do this, come back here and come and leave your testimony. I'll be waiting for you. Now, if you have anything that you do that takes away your waist pain, if you have ever experienced this waist pain, if you have any story to tell, leave it in the comment section for somebody to also learn from your story. Now, before we end the video, what I need you to understand is that waist pain is not caused by phlegm. There is no way phlegm can be produced inside your digestive tract and then it's going to be found at your waist area. It can never happen. Understand that fact and know the truth. Waist pain are caused by the things that we've talked about, which include bad posture, which include the works that you do, which includes overusing of your muscles, which include the position that you put yourself inside, which include the beds that you sleep on. Those are the things that causes waist pain, and if you want to deal with them, you use the measures that we have put in place that are going to deal with them. Don't stick to the fact that phlegm causes waist pain. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, but at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. There are a lot of things there that we think are true but are never true. There are a lot of false stories around, and that is the reason why we have this channel. We're going to break those myths down one by one until every single human being tends to understand how their body is built and what they are supposed to do to protect it. If you want to keep getting information like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you share this video to that your loved one. Share this video to that your family. Make sure it is through you that your family got a long life. It is through you that your family was able to learn something to stay away from the hospital. My name is Mr. Madugu once again, and then I will see you in the next one. Stay healthy and stay safe. Peace.